Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast. I'm Raj.
I'm Mick. What's going on, man?
Bruv, you tell me.
Yeah,
we had a listener saying, "Oh, good to see some variation in the guest. Hope Mick is okay. Hope Mick is okay."
Mick is all good, man. Thank you for the concern, innit? Let's not draw too much attention to it. Let's just
You don't wanna explain to the listeners.
Oh, where I've been. Oh man, parenthood is a bitch, innit? life is a bitch, man. But yeah, man, it's been. Do you know what? Sometimes it's good to step away, isn't it? And then come back with a refresh mind.
Different perspective.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Well,
perspective is perspective, innit?
Good to have you back, bro.
Cheers, bro. Good to be back.
So have you been documenting all your struggles, bro?
I've been trying to, but do you know what? Even when I think I want to document certain things, I always rely on my memory, bro. And now I realize at the big 4-0, bro, the memory is failing me for short term.
It's futile, bro. Futile.
So when me and Raj met up last couple of weeks ago, and then I said to him, I want to tell you something, and he's like, no, write it down. Remember?
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about it. I was like, yeah, fine.
Because I want it to be like for the first time on the pod, man.
Of course, man. Of course. And I wrote that one down. There's so many others. The struggles come into the shower, bro, because it's the only time you have to yourself. Yeah, it's you yourself.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Or when you're taking a dud.
Yeah, that's
There's
it. Yeah,
the two.
If you're not scrolling. What's been going on, man?
Good, bro. I've got a very quick news segment.
Yeah, go on.
All right, so our PM, yeah, our Prime Minister was in India. Did you hear this, bro? He was speaking Hindi.
That's Narendra Modi.
No, bro, that's Keir Starmer.
I was about to say, I was like, what the fuck?
He was in India trying to sign a trade deal, innit? So he was busting Hindi. Very proud of himself, bro.
When you mentioned Prime Minister, bro, I thought, bro, and you said India, I just read between lines. Bro, that was him, yeah?
That was him. He was in India, busting Hindi.
Oh my God. Nice.
Did you ever used to do that in school where you'd have like that one friend, non-Indian friend, you teach them Gujarati swear words?
Yeah, bro. All the time, man. That's your in, innit? That's the way to get in, man.
And then they'll be in the playground like, what's up, Benjot?
Yeah.
I had a friend and he knew bare words, bro.
Really?
Yeah, his name was Michael.
You know, you get some people who just want to learn the swear words. They get some who just want to get the dialect right as well.
Yeah. Practice it. And then the next day they're like, right, I could take this guy to my parents. They won't be able to tell. No, he was raised by Indians.
Before you know it, your V's are W's.
So yeah, the PM is out there securing that deal, man.
Getting that paper, bro.
You're getting that paper, bro. You swing it. He's singing for it. He's singing in Hindi, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if he was singing Kal Ho Na Hum.
Do you know what? It's funny, isn't it? How these power plays come about just so you can get people on side. It's not about what you can deliver. It's about how you resonate with them.
It's showmanship, man.
Make them believe that you're one of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, when Drake and that go out to concert in London.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're in London, they were in an Arsenal top. If they're in Manchester, they're in Man United top. Yeah. Yeah. They always have one of the local team footballers like giving him a signed top. Yeah. And then the headlines the next day. Drake's a massive, Chelsea fan.
Is that what he does?
He's done it loads of times. It's not even just him, man. It's a lot of them.
I know Ranveer, when he comes to the UK, he's a gunner, isn't it?
So he's a gunner, bro. There's no switching loyalties there,
he ain't
bro.
Gonna switch, bro. The passion that he has is jokes, man.
Yeah.
He's proper into it. But
he's diehard.
Yeah. So that was the news segment, man. Just wanted to let everyone know that our Prime Minister's doing bits in the this.
It's not even about trying to get the trade deals. It's about trying to save his ass.
It's true. It's true, bro. He's trying to get support from anywhere he can.
The thing with politics is once you're out, bro. And then they're shaking hands with the next man who's come. There's no loyalty.
No, there's no loyalty, bro. I think he's definitely on the ropes right now, bro.
Yeah,
definitely on the ropes.
Yeah.
So what's up, bruv? I heard you had something to share.
Do you remember I said to you a few weeks ago, if you had to pick one, because I always feel there's one parent you've always tried to impress or get the validation from as you're growing up, and you mentioned who yours was, I mentioned mine, right? And then I went to so my daughter does gymnastics, eldest one, well, both of them do, but eldest one had a gymnastics, and every so often this gymnastics club, they do like a competition, in-house one, yeah. So they invite all the parents, and they do different routines, etc. And you get
to make the parents do gymnastics.
No, man. Allow that. Imagine that, man. It's like sports day when you have parents to run.
They make you pole vault.
Yeah. And obviously you get to watch, right? And they're all doing their routines. And there was this other Indian lady, because her daughter was in the same group as my eldest, and she brought her mum. Okay. So his mum and grandmother come to watch the daughter, right? And I realized something. When you're from the desh, bro, you do not give your kids a moment of peace, because her kid is very happy and very talkative. You can just tell she's very, very charismatic, and she's a chatterbox, yeah. And mine was just like she goes well quiet, but she's listening. She wants to talk, but she won't, she's just too shy. Anyway, this one's a chatterbox, and then I was sitting. Me and my wife were sitting next to the mother and the grandmother, right? We don't know them, but you could just tell they were, they're fresh, from India, right? And all I heard throughout the whole 2 hours was commentary on that. Why is she? Ikim bol करे छे. Bol करे छे. Yeah, and she's imagine a parent. It's the equivalent of a parent on the sidelines of a football game trying to coach their kid when there's a coach already there, and he's not doing it. Do you understand? Standard. Just being very, very like a helicopter, right? Yeah. Like a helicopter mom or a helicopter.
But who was saying that? The grandma or the mom?
No, the mother. The mother. Okay. The mother was just like, oh, bol nahi karano. Yeah. And then she was like, and then her kid would forget, and then she'd start talking again, because when you're waiting in line before it's your turn, and I was like, it just kept going. It was constant, bro. Yeah, and I was like, just let her breathe, man. Just let her do what she, Anyway, and then, but I've noticed that not just here. I've had other friends as well, right, who've had that kind of thing. Yeah, you're talking too much. Yeah, Kimball bol karo chu. Yeah. Dhyan rakhwano, all that, but she just kept saying it, and then I think the stakes were high for the mother, bro,
because she was presenting her daughter in it to her mother.
Yeah, exactly, and it was I could feel it, because do you know when you have two different lines, they have the same group, you have about 10 kids doing their routines, right, and they all get called in different orders, and then one time, I think the daughter of this mother was it was last to go. Yeah, no, not because that she placed last or anything. It was just that's when she was meant to go, right? And the grandmother's like, "No number nine." Yeah, and then and obviously the mother was like, no, I'll say, I'll say, yeah. and then the grandmother's like, waits another 5 seconds before she makes another comment, and the next comment was, "Oh." Yeah, as if you're dismissing your own daughter, bro, saying that, you're chatting shit, man. She ain't coming, man. Yeah. And then she came, to do her bit, and she said, "Kiduto, I'll say, yeah." I was like, all right, man. Like,
bro, you're just sitting there listening, taking notes.
Bro, you know what? When you're there for 4 hours and you're asked a number, you need to have some other kind of form of entertainment, yeah. I didn't even tell Nish this, yeah. And I was just making notes, because I was like, this is exactly how it'd be if my dad was around, yeah. Anyway, listen, and she, and then when they were grading them, they're like, they'll just obviously like every move she made. Basically, she goes, "We'll find her, isn't it? No number, no number."
Oh, so the mum was saying that.
Yeah. And then the grandmother's like, "Nah, but ano class bow find che dori che yeah. And then I was like, "Oh man!" And then when my eldest was doing it, there was no comment because they knew, bro. Yeah, I was the parent because no other bro
they didn't say anything.
They say nothing, bro. Yeah, and I was, but you know what? They kept looking left, up and down. Yeah, like as in not in a bad way, bro. Yeah, but I just love the demeanor. Yeah, of fair play to her, innit? Because she's probably from India and she's actually put a kid into something, and actually her kid's pretty good. Yeah, she's really good. But I was thinking to myself, your kid's already really good. Yeah, and when you're on the outside looking in, you're harrying, when you're putting so much pressure on them and they just want to be free. You could tell she just wanted to talk, bro. Yeah. She was not fazed by performing in front of all these people. Yeah. But she just wanted to be herself kind of thing. I don't know, man. It was just one of those things that, you know how you say how even at 40, 50, no matter how old you are, bro, if your parents are still there, you're still trying to get their validation, man, through your kids as well.
Bro, I get that, man. That's crazy. I just feel like, all right, wait. Just on a side note, before I get into that part of it, whenever you're out and about, and you hear someone speaking Gujarati, you're like, you want to know what is that? Yeah. What are these men saying? You cannot help yourself to know what is the topic of conversation, because in my mind, when someone's speaking Gujarati, especially if they're local, right? If they're from here, they're speaking Gujarati for a reason, because maybe they're trying to relay some information about some confidential information. So you're like, let me have a listen. Always, man. So whenever you hear it, you're just like, I want to know. And then so that's why you perked up, because you're like, oh, wait, maybe there's some.
But it was entertainment for a bit. It was entertainment, man. It is. I think even when you're walking past, sometimes you always walk past the bus stop, but there's always an Indian person there,
always on the phone, FaceTiming back home or something.
Yeah, airing out their dirty laundry.
Yeah, bro. Bro, that's jokes, bro. The gymnastic thing is that's annoying for the kid, though, man.
It is, but. Again, I think this kid doesn't care, bro. I think I get it from the mom's perspective, innit? She wants to make sure that her kid's getting every single opportunity in it, and make sure she's focused, innit? I guess.
Yeah.
And I do agree though that it may sound like it's harrowing now, because I think parenting's different now, innit? Because I don't know if you were parented that way, but there's more. If you look at every single, most. Professional athletes, and they talk about their parents who are involved in their upbringing when it comes to sports. They always tell you about how they got the hard treatment,
the hairdryer treatment
all the time, and that kind of helped them, right?
I mean, that's why parenting's one of the hardest fucking things you're ever going to do, bro, because you don't know what is the thing for them. You don't know if you should be pushing them hard enough. You don't know if you're overdoing it. You don't know if it's a waste of your time or their time to do what this thing is. Like my little one's in Little Kickers. She's going football. And I'm like, she peaks at the warm-up, bruv. She peaks at the warm-up. She loves the warm-up. She's like, shake your leg, shake your leg. She loves it, bro. And then when it comes to all of the activities, they're like, oh, put these cones over here. Oh, we're in this magical forest, and jump over this cone and run around and score the goal. She just wants to jam in the forest, man. She don't want to. She ain't caring about the goal. So it's like, how much do you push them into doing? Obviously, you need to give them something, right? You need to make them work towards it, make them work hard. Like that's gonna have to come from somewhere. But it's difficult, man.
I mean. Mentioning Little Kickers and all these things, right? When you first take them, you're like, oh, this is. Let's see what she's got, man.
Yeah, bro. You think you've got a prodigy on your hands?
Yeah. Look at these quads. Yeah, look at these. Yeah.
How's that? She's gonna be number 9 man for England, bro.
You think that you're gonna put the ball at their feet, bro? Yeah, and they're gonna do some magic
Brazilian samba moves.
Yeah. They're gonna be doing Rabonas. And you know what? I remember when I took my little one to Little Kickers or some of the equivalent. I think it was Skills actually. Yeah, she struggled to put the bib on, bro. She was just taking it on and off, and then there's a picture of her, bro. And I was like, this is like Maribella Tilly, bro. Let's see if she's got the same kind of power, bro. Nah, it wasn't her, man.
No,
but you know what? It's one of those things. And then you realize you're like, am I going to exhaust myself trying to push her onto something she doesn't want to do? Yeah. And also, I've actually realized something. Some kids, like, they progress when you focus on that one sport. They progress really well because they really enjoy it. And some other kids that some other kids who, when you put the ball at their feet or any kind of thing, any kind of activity, they might not like it the first few times, but they might peak at age of 12 with it, basically, because they realize actually, no, it's clicked. Do you understand? We're kind of, they're not, I don't know, man. It's kind of one of those things where we're trying to see what they've, what kind of activities and stuff they like to do, but they may not be ready for it to embrace it. So it's one of those things where you can give it a rest and then revisit it later on down the line.
But you always want them to do more, right? Like do more, have more, experience more. I never went to Little Kickers, bruv.
No, bruv.
I didn't do any of that shit. Actually, wait, hold on. I did. Oh, bruv. Did I ever tell you? I used to play at a football club when I was like 8 years old. You did?
I remember you mentioned it.
Do you know what the coach was called?
No.
I never told you this, bro. I don't know where he was from. I don't know what ends, bruv. What gam, bruv, yeah? But he was... my mate from school used to go here. It was called Wildcats. It was a South London football club. And then I didn't play for long. I must have been playing there for like, I don't know, maybe it was like a couple of months, half a season, if that, right?
Yeah.
The coach was called Muff. That was his name, bro. And you know what? I was like, obviously the innocence of child youth, bro. You don't know. You just think, oh yeah, I'm off. And then...
Obviously you know what Muff is back then.
Bro, you have no idea.
But to be fair, back then, like, remember there used to be slang. Go get your muff cut,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, your muff cut, maybe. But he was bold, bro. He was a duckler. He had no muff, so it was nothing. And then, like, I remember, you know how you have those, the phone book with, like, bare names in it? Yeah, I wrote it in there, innit? And Muff was there with his phone number. Just in case my dad needed him to call him.
Where was it? On the leaf of the page, yeah? Because there's no other space.
There's no space, bro. I had to write it on the side.
Muff
007.
Muff.
That was his name, man. Wildcats. That was it, though. That was my only. I was way older. Like I think it must have been at least 8.
Was your dad on the sidelines? I can imagine, bro.
Yeah,
his hat, this stylish cap or hat, yeah.
He was,
and then his tinted glasses.
Those old school throwback 90s glasses, yeah, bro.
The red rose, yeah.
The red rose. Rose tint.
Yeah, rose tint.
Yeah, man. But that was that was a while ago, bro. But I don't know why I stopped it. I think it must have just been too much. I just wasn't feeling it.
You wanted to be in the forest too, bro?
Yeah, probably, bro. 100%. I wanted to be in the forest. Even at 8, I wanted to be in the forest. The enchanted forest. Do you have any other struggles, or was that it?
That was it, man.
Okay, someone gave this question anonymously, and I think it's important for us to answer this question because of a lot of the stuff that we talk about on this podcast and how it may be coming across. So this is the question. From your conversations, it sounds like having children brings more stress and expense than benefit, almost like an overwhelming, costly commitment rather than something rewarding. In other words, a hobby from my perspective. Many couples seem to have children simply because it's the expected next step after marriage. But I wonder, at what point does the experience of parenthood actually become fulfilling?
Never. I'm only playing, man.
And we'll see you next week.
Might as well shut the place down. Do you know what? I think everyone experiences the fulfillment of parenting at different stages, right? Because you don't know what's coming. It's not done until it's done, isn't it? As in, do you understand? Like you never, while you're alive, you're never going to stop being a parent. Doesn't matter how old your kid is, right? But I mean, we're both at different stages, and I think we had this conversation literally last week when we met each other, right? About how I'm enjoying this part of parenthood more than I probably did the early stages.
Yeah.
I think it's because, bruv, look, you don't mind changing nappies and stuff. That can become repetitive, all that kind of stuff, right? I enjoy it. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it, but I enjoy this part more because my kids are 10 and 8, going on 8, right? And they're more, they're enjoying the things that we like to do now.
Yeah.
Like certain movies they want to watch, they're taking interest in what we want to do. Obviously, we take interest in what they want to do, like the games and stuff they want to play. But I just feel like, and the things they come out with, they're all, they've developed their own personality where you can understand now they're defending themselves. They've always got a counter argument, all that kind of stuff, right? And that's the challenge of it. Obviously, sometimes they go against the grain, and it's not all a bed of roses, isn't it? At the end of the day,
yeah.
But this part of it is fun because they kind of know what they want to do, to a certain extent, right? We're still guiding them, but they have their own independence, man. Like even the smallest thing, like my eldest wakes up and on the weekends she knows what her breakfast is, so she'll go and make it. Like she'll get a pan out and make herself eggy bread, because that's what she wants. And it's like, wow, and you're just watching her, because she's watched you do it, and then she'll make it for the younger one. So that's the enjoyment I have at the moment. I even just one-on-one conversations, when you just have them by yourself, having a conversation with them, it's actually a conversation. They're talking about their feelings. They're talking about what they enjoy, or something that happened at school. Do you understand? It's not, when they're younger, as in like they're in that cute phase, aren't they? Where they're just doing like, bruv, just doing some random stuff, which I love, which I miss as well, though. Do you understand? So, but I think this part of it I do. But I know there's something else coming around the corner, which is more attitude, hormones, all of that stuff, right? But you can't have the good without the. I mean, is that bad? That's just part of growing up, so it's not really bad, is it? All those bits and pieces. But we're getting closer to the bit where they're going to become a bit more rebellious as time goes on. But parenthood, I don't know, man. It's the hardest thing I've ever done, and it always remain the hardest thing I've ever done, because you want the best for them, and you're trying to, any kind of regrets you have in your life, basically, right? And I know that people say they don't have any regrets, but any kind of experience you picked up, not regrets actually, experience you picked up, you're gonna harbor your kid from, going through those as much as you can, but there's going to be times where they fall, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's why parenthood is more stressful, because you're trying to help, someone, a young life, basically navigate themselves, isn't it, through this world.
Do you this is a controversial question.
Go for it.
Do you think parenthood is for everyone?
No.
Oh, straight. No, you've no question. You don't think it's not for everyone?
No, I'm not. Everyone could be a parent, bro. But I don't think it's for everyone.
I agree. I agree.
Sometimes I question if it's for me. I do question it. Not because I don't love my kids or anything. I love them to bits. But I always doubt myself sometimes in the sense that, shit, was that the right disciplinary action that I should have taken? Or but I'm always like, my missus critique my parenting. They do, bro. It is what it is. She's like, maybe you should have said this instead of this. It's like, oh shit, that makes sense. Or I pick up things from other parents, man. You never stop learning.
No, you don't,
even if their kids are younger, the way they, I didn't do that. I didn't think of it that way, bro. There's a million ways to skin a cat, right? There's more than one way to skin a cat, right? So it's bro. I don't know, man. I don't think parenting's for everyone. I don't. Why do you ask?
Well, I mean, I think this person's asking this question because they're curious whether people have children simply because it's the next step after marriage, or if they genuinely want kids. And I think you should only do it if you genuinely want kids and you genuinely want to put in the graft, because it's the hardest thing, 100%. But I definitely would say that I get fulfillment even at this age that she is. Like there's moments where it's like you're spent, bruv. There's nothing left in the tank, but you still need to turn up. And those moments are hard, and those moments come often. But then there's moments where you're like, oh my God, the feeling, I can't even explain it to you. I can't even explain it. I was trying to think to myself, how can you explain that the love that you have for a child? I can't explain it. I'm thinking to myself, imagine if you've never felt like something warm or something hot. And how would you describe to someone else who's never felt that, the feeling, the sensation of something warm or hot?
Yeah.
You can't put that into words. You can't. It's a feeling, right? So that it's the same thing. Like I can't explain what being a parent is like, or having a child, or any of that. So and those moments that you get, even though, bro, they will last for like 10 seconds, and then she is throwing all the food on everything and pataro, bro, yeah. And then like, for fuck's sake, man.
Yeah.
So it's worth it. For me, it's worth it for those. And the ratio is off, especially when they're younger, because you get a lot more of the chaos and a lot little of the like those cute moments and those calm moments and those like, oh wow. And definitely now I'm seeing her. She's opening up. She's getting way more confident. She's talking a lot more. Potty training means that when she's sitting on there, she can't move, bro. She's like, her energy is like all over. She cannot sit still, bro. Yeah, she's the same as me, bro. She cannot sit still. But when she's on the toilet, she got nowhere to go, bro. So that's when we have our conversations. And then she's
you got her attention.
I got her full attention. I got her full attention because she can't go anywhere. She's like perched up.
It's a long way down.
It's a long way down, bro. She ain't gonna try and even jump. So it is. It does have moments of fulfillment. I think that the ratios start to like tip the older that they get, because they become independent like beings, and they can look after themselves, they can achieve things by themselves. But you've built the foundations, you've built everything for them to do that. So
and I think it's those moments you realize actually and for those 10 seconds you realize, oh, this is worth it.
Yeah. I want another one.
You go from one extreme to another because you think you've turned a permanent corner, and those 10 seconds are for permanent. Like they're for good, man. They're for life, yeah. And then those 10 seconds pass, yeah, and someone's shouting at someone, bro. Yeah? Or someone's done something to someone. You know what? I have this thing in the mornings at the moment. There, so they ask. Oh, another thing is like your schedule changes, right? So we have these mornings where I'm doing the drop off, but because the missus has already left for work really early, so I wake up and I always it's like you're treading very lightly, bro. You're like, hey guys, you wake up the first one, can you? And they wake up. If they wake up with a smiling face, yes, they're gonna go do their brush. They're not gonna kick up a fuss. Fine,
compliant.
Yeah, they're compliant. Yeah, and then the other one, the other one's compliant as well. And you're just waiting for something to happen, bro. Yeah, for the first 4 weeks, nothing happened. It was all cash. Yeah, and I always think it's when they're with one parent. They're more obedient.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly the same. Yeah.
But I was wrong. I know. And so was I wrong? I don't know. But my mum stayed here last week. Yeah. And those 2 days where I do the drop-offs and stuff, those were the hardest days because something went wrong one way or another, bro. Yeah. The clothes that they've been wearing for the last 4 weeks have been fine. Yeah. But every as soon as they sense another adult in the frame, it's like they feel they can throw a tantrum. Because
your mum was there as well now, right?
I don't know. I always feel when the grandparents are there, but they also do that sometimes when it's just me and the missus, and when it's just when they're with one grandparent, they're obedient as hell.
I think when it's with one, there's less like movement, but when there's two adults, bro. But that's like when you pick them up from nursery. Oh, she was lovely today.
Yeah. And then she's then they're like, which one? You drop me to nursery? I'm going to get you when I get home. Don't worry.
There's smiles coming out of nursery.
Hey, let me ask a question. the best time of the day is when you pick them up from school, because they've got the sense of freedom. Yeah. So it only lasts as soon as you get to the car, bro. Yeah, because what is this a snack? Yeah, this is what you get.
This is what you
I'm hungry.
What are you bringing me?
I haven't eaten for bro. We live 5 minutes away from the house. Yeah, you think that these kids are dying of hunger? Yeah, I'm like, can you not wait? It's one snack. That's the difference between me and my missus, yeah? I take one snack for them, yeah? My missus takes a whole bag as if she's feeding, bro, as if they've just done a stint, yeah? Yeah? Bro, at a high, what's the, at a penitentiary state prison, bro, yeah?
HMP, bro, HMP.
Yeah, bro. They've not eaten, they've not eaten proper food for about 5 years because they were done for smuggling something, yeah?
That's hilarious, man. I do think being I was saying to one of the dads in our NCT group that we still chat to, because there's a really strong group, and they've just been that's even since all the kids are 2+ now, right? So we're catching up, and one of the kids goes to the same nursery, and I was saying I feel like the way these kids must be behaving in those nurseries must be like a jail, bro.
Yeah,
it must be, man, because you can't step out of line. You got to follow your orders, get your food on time, sleep on time, because you look at the schedule, the report card, and oh yeah, they went to sleep on time, they ate all their food, they were well behaved, well played, everything, and then you're like, this doesn't add up.
This is not my kid. This is so you mixed up the report.
I'm galat, bro.
And let me ask you a question though, yeah. If there's 10 kids in that nursery class, 9 of those kids are getting that same report. One, is very rebellious and he don't care, bro. Yeah, he runs the joint. Yeah, he runs it like it's his yard. Or she.
Yeah, bro.
You know what? We get. I said that the tantrums come after they finish school. It's because they've got imposter syndrome to a certain extent, right? They have to behave because there's 30 kids, let's say, in a class, yeah? That teacher's not going to stand for anything, bro, yeah? And they know that there's disciplinary actions in place, yeah? Not like it was back in the day, but you know what I mean, isn't it, yeah? These kids are softer these days, man. I've never had, let's put it this way, and I don't expect to either, yeah? But in 5 or 6 years since they've been at this school, never has anyone said to me that, oh, yeah, she talks too much in class, or she does this, she does that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, because she does that all at home, bro. Everything
she bottles it up.
And that's what they do, bro. They bottle it up, and then they let it all out at home. Yeah. But going back to the question,
this person is saying, okay, so overwhelming costly commitment rather than something rewarding. It is a costly commitment, but I don't think that's the reason. I don't think the cost of it, the cost of raising a kid, the cost of having a kid should be what. I don't think it should be a reason, because I think you'll always find a way.
Like, cost in what sense? From a financial perspective?
Yeah, financially.
No, but it costs you your time, right?
It costs you your time. Of course, it costs you time. But it's like expense. They've said the word expense, so I'm assuming that they're referring to the financial aspect of it.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends on what your values are and what you want for your child. Even if you don't want them, right? Let's just say you weren't prepared for them, right? Yeah, and it wasn't something that was in the playbook, and it happens, right? The instinct for someone is they just want the best for their kid. You're going to provide the best you can.
You can, right? The best you can.
Yeah.
Struggle, whatever, hustle. Our parents did as well, bro. Like, our parents had to make ends meet, and like, I was one of 3, and if I was to add up everything and the entire cost of upbringing for me, then it means that parents had to both my parents had to make sacrifices, and that's kind of what's led to where we are today. So I think you do find a way, but it's a factor you need to go into it knowing that it's way more expensive now, bro, compared to back then. Even the fucking child seats that you put in your car, man, You got to upgrade those, got to change. They can only last a certain amount of time. Then you got to get the next one. Then you got to get the next one. Then you got to get the next one. It's like, okay,
true, man.
Back then, it was like, "Chalo gadi ma getting sit on the floor." I used to sit on the floor
in the footwell of the front seat.
Yeah, in the front seat. That's where I used to sit. That was my seat.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I know what you mean. I actually told my my daughter that, like, back in the day, the car used to be so packed that she goes, "What?" She's like, "Isn't that dangerous?" I was like, "Yeah, man, it's very dangerous." Yeah, it's But have you noticed these days the way we parent? It's like there's 4 seats in the car, there's 3 at the back, 2 in the front. There's no more. That's it. Sorry, man. I can't give you a lift.
But back then, you would never say no.
Yeah.
I would just say. And then probably wouldn't even just be the person. They'll come with a bag.
Yeah, they'll come with a bag.
And a double of Tepla, bro.
Yeah, bro. Exactly what I was thinking just now, bro. I was thinking they'll come with a bag, with a pillow and a dip.
That's how they'll pay for the ride, isn't it? Yeah, Tepla. I can't remember. Do you
know what? There's one thing. Yeah, actually, you're right. There's one thing an Indian will always have: a snack, bro.
Always. And I think that's why your kids expect it when they get in. They're like, true. "Dad, what's the Tepla situation?
What's the situation, man? What's the situation?" Look, I think, like you said, man, parenting is costly, but it's rewarding as well.
Do you know what I would say? Like, if this person is like not sold on it, right, and is like, I don't see the value of it. It sounds like it's just an expensive hobby and more of a commitment and a stress. If you have exposure to a child, either through like a niece or a nephew or something, that to me helped me understand both the ups and the downs, bro. Yeah, like, because if you go and stay there, you can kind of see like those moments, right, where it's like, oh, well, they're really nice, really cute, they're playful and whatever, and then it's like, oh, it's time to go home now.
Yeah,
and then you leave, bro.
Man, it's true. You know, I do. If someone was, this should actually be practiced by someone who's not sure, if they want kids or not. Go and stay with someone who has, at different ages, But don't stay with them on the weekend. Stay with them during the week.
Yeah, during the week. So when the day-to-day
time is limited. Yeah. Someone's gone to work, come home, they've done cooking, they've taken their kids to the 15 different clubs, because do you know where we are as parents, you might not want to say, look, I'm just going to raise them the best I can. As soon as you see some other parent seeing other kid, thriving because actually, look, they're being exposed to this, and it's really helping them, you're going to want to do that. It's the natural instinct. It's not much. It's kind of, because not because you want to copy them or anything, but you want the best for your kid. You don't want them to get left behind. It is this, and you don't want to have that moment where they've grown up, and you question yourself. Mm-hmm. They're happy, bro, but you question yourself, like, could I have done more?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, that's true, bro.
You get one chance at it, man.
You have to, but then you also have to be prepared to fail multiple times. Like,
you're not gonna. That is it. You're gonna fail every day as a parent. At
something, there'll be something that you fail.
Yeah, But the good thing is, kids are understanding as well. Like they do understand. Eventually.
Right now, it's like, no, man, I don't want.
You're trying to snatch toys away, and she's trying to snatch them back. Yeah. I know, man. I know.
But I think that's a good advice, bro, for this person. Go and stay at someone's house, bro, with your Bisra potla and your Tepla. See what it's saying. See the fucking chaos. See the pile of laundry. The pile of laundry. The dishwasher's fucking rammed.
House admin goes up, bro. There's always something to do.
Copra everywhere, bro.
You know what though? There'll be an extra pair of hands. You know when the extra pair of hands come, you have no choice but to be like, let me just do this, man. I'll do this for this out. I'll sort this out. And then they'll be like, you know what? Nah, man. I don't want this.
I don't want to be this. That's what they say. Dinks, innit? Have you heard the acronym Dinks? Dual income, no kids.
Oh, dual income, no kids.
Yeah, that's the Dink. So then they'll be like, "Oh no, I'm gonna stay with that dink life. I'm gonna go Mauritius with the missus." You can fucking do your laundry, bro.
Bro, don't go Mauritius, bro. That's where it happens. Then you be going Margate.
From Mauritius to Margate, bro. Bare wisdom being dropped today, bro.
True, man. I know.
Oh, well, I think that's us for today, man.
That's us, bro.
Welcome back. It's good to have
bro.
you. And
cheers for holding it down.
Yeah, bro.
As usual.
Yeah, it's just been we've had a variety, had some new faces, so it's been fun to have different point of views, different chats about stuff. So yeah, that's going to keep happening. If you have your questions, comments like this, please send them in. We cannot offer to answer everything accurately. I don't know if we answered this one.
But we'll go on a tangent.
We'll go on a tangent, bro. But please keep your questions, comments, and everything coming in. And we'll see you same time next week. Did you have any shout-outs or anything to call out?
No, man. Good to be back. And to just say thanks to everyone for listening, as usual.
See you later. Share the struggle, find the funny. Peace.